And good afternoon once again from the Hill Center, Vanderbilt and Willoughby Avenues, here on the campus of St. Joseph's College in the Clinton Hill section of Brooklyn. You are looking at Frank Carbone Court, again at the Hill Center, and ready for another men's basketball matchup between the host Bears of St. Joseph's College, who are on a 3-game win streak coming into this contest at 3-1, have yet to play a Skyline Conference game so far. They'll take on the City College of New York Beavers of the CUNY Conference. They are struggling so far this season. They are looking for their first W, although they took a Gain Connecticut College team to overtime in a very exciting game in their last meeting. So maybe things are starting to look up for CCNY, and they enter the contest here with St. Joe's also not having played a conference game as of yet. So good afternoon again. Once again, I am Michael Kerr, and I'm very happy, as always, to bring you the action here at the Hill Center for both the men's and women's basketball teams here on sjcbears.com. And I'm always happy that you have chosen to join us this afternoon and for all the home games. Again, I mentioned that St. Joseph's is entering this game at 3-1 overall. They dropped their first game early in the tournament, and then they have been on quite the string right now, playing very well. In their last game, which was here at the Hill Center on Tuesday, they defeated the Little East Conference member, Western Connecticut State University. And that game, that game's final score was 85-78. And in that game, junior Frank Reale had 26 points for his season high this year. He was red hot from downtown. He was 5 of 10 from three-point land. Actually had to change his sneakers in the middle of the game as his first pair broke, a la Zion Williamson. So he finished up with 26 points and 4 sneakers. Also in that game, Stefan Ethert recorded his 4th straight double-double with 18 points and 16 rebounds. Stefan has registered a double-double in all 4 contests this season for St. Joseph's. Dimitri Sarakis poured in 18 points of his own on 7 of 13 shooting. He also dished out 6 assists in that game. St. Joseph shot almost 52%, 51.9 to be exact. So the hot shooting they hope will continue today against City College. City College comes into this game again 0-5. Their last game was against Connecticut College up in New London, Connecticut, and it appeared that they were down toward the end and they were going to go away somewhat quietly, but they definitely did not. CCNY went on a 17-0 run to close out regulation over the last 4 minutes against the Camels of Connecticut College to force overtime. So they were down 17, scored the last 17 points, went to overtime, and unfortunately were outscored 9-7. In that overtime, they were beaten by a late 3-point field goal, which was 3.7 seconds remaining in that game. City College was done in by their bench. They were outscored 17-4 in that game on the bench. The leading scorers for City that day were Romello Rashad, who we're going to see a lot of today. He had 21 points on 8 of 19 shooting. Also Isaiah Denard in today's starting lineup as well. He had 19 points in that game. Yassine Saki, the reigning rookie of the year, of the week, I should say, reigning rookie of the week in the CUNY Conference. Yassine Saki had 17 points in that game. We'll see him today as well. And finally, Isaiah Williams on 5 of 9 shooting. He had 4 3-pointers, had 14 points for City College in that one. We'll throw it over to the PA announcer right now, and we'll bring you up to date. We'll bring you the lineups right after we stand at attention for the national anthem. You are watching St. Joseph's College basketball.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hill Center for our men's basketball game, a non-conference NCAA Division III game featuring the Beavers of the City College of New York and your St. Joseph's College Bears. At this time, we ask you to kindly rise and remove your hats as we honor America and those who serve to protect our freedoms in the playing of our national anthem.
Leading scorer for St. Joseph's is Stefan Ethert. He comes into the game averaging 20.5 points per game. Actually tied for third in the conference. So we'll head to our starting lineups right here. For City College, the visitors out of the CUNYAC Conference. Number 1 is Isaiah Williams. He's a 5'9" junior guard from the Bronx, New York, and Christopher Columbus High School. Number 3, Romello Rashad is a 6-foot senior guard from New York City and Cardinal Hayes High School. Number 5 is Isaiah Denard. He's a 6'2" senior forward from Staten Island and Tottenville High School. Daniel Piskatowski is number 22. He is a 6'2" sophomore forward from Middle Village, New York and Maspeth High School. And finally, number 25 is Yassine Saki. He's a 6'2" freshman guard from New York City and Manhattan Center for Science and Math High School. Yassine Saki is the leading scorer and rebounder for the Beavers. He's averaging 17.4 points per game. That's good for 6th in the CUNY. He's also averaging 6.6 rebounds, which is 9th in their conference. CCNY is coached by Sean Clores in his first season, his first head coaching job of any kind. He's assisted by Spencer Boateng, Boye Akinsiku, and Jason Gaudioso. For the hometown St. Joseph's Bears, they come in here 3-1 overall. Number 0 is Sebastian Ethert. He'll start at 6'5", senior from Hollis Hills and St. Francis Prep High School. Number 1, Coven Miners, a 6'6" senior forward from Staten Island and Susan Wagner High School. Number 5, Captain Dimitri Sarakis, a 5'9" senior guard from Oakland Gardens, New York, and St. Francis Prep High School. Number 25, Frank Reale, coming off that 26-point effort on Tuesday. He's a 6'1" junior from Staten Island and Susan Wagner High School. And finally, leading scorer, Stefan Ethert, number 30, 6'5" senior from Hollis Hills and St. Francis Prep High School. So a lot of experience in the St. Joseph's lineup. 4 seniors and a junior in the starting lineup, 6 seniors overall on the team. And we have seen a lot of these guys through their careers. One quick change in the starting lineup. Captain Dimitri Sarakis is wearing protective eyewear, wearing some fashionable glasses. I don't remember him getting poked in the eye during the last game, maybe in practice since then, or fighting over a turkey leg during the Sarakis Thanksgiving dinner. So Piskatowski and Steph Ethert will meet at the nose. Here's the toss and the tip. Back tapped as usual in St. Joseph's favor. Sebastian Ethert will bring it up, guarded by Romello Rashad. Ball's knocked away from Sarakis. He recovers it easily. 3-point attempt from Sebastian is way off, and it goes out of bounds behind the Willoughby Avenue basket. Rashad brings it up for CCNY. Piskatowski. Back to Rashad. Piskatowski is up for 3. In and out. No good. Rebounded Sebastian Ethert. Sebastian struggling in the beginning of his senior season. Takes it all the way to the rim this time and just rolls in and out with the left hand. But Coven Minor recovers the offensive rebound and will head to the free throw line as he is fouled by Yassine Saki. That is the first team foul for City College, first for Yassine. Minor will head to the free throw line. Only 55% from the line so far this season in the initial 4 games, and his first attempt is in and out, so after the drive by Sebastian Ethert was in and out, Minor has an opportunity to take advantage of some free throws. Second attempt is up, looks good, and is good. So the Bears are on the board. It's 1-0, and a full court press is employed after that first make, as the Bears are up, going to pressure the ball handlers of City College. A little 1-2-1-1 press. They will be looking to trap that first pass in bounds, I'm sure. There's a little delay as one of the officials is checking the scorer's table. Now we're ready to play. City gets it in. It's Rashad defended by Reale in the backcourt. Little reversal, having a little trouble getting over the timeline. They just do. It's kicked over, intended for Saki, but it's knocked out of bounds by Sebastian Ethert on defense. So the 6'5" Ethert using his length and quickness to get that deflection. Bails a reset defense. 20 seconds on the shot clock for City. Williams has it now. Looking for a cutting. Rashad doesn't have it. Here comes that pressure man-to-man defense. Looking to run and jump out of it are the Bears when the ball gets to the wing. Rashad taking over, the senior ball handler. Here's Saki. And Saki is fouled on a pass off. It's going to go against Stefan Ethert. That's Steph's first, team's first on St. Joseph's. 20 on the shot clock with the new rule when the offensive team retains possession. So City will inbound under their own basket with 20 on the clock. Nice drive and kicked. Looks like it's going to stay here. So it looked like it was almost thrown out of bounds, but I think Steph got a hand on it, knocked it out off the pass from Isaiah Denard, who was driving baseline. So now 16 on the shot clock. City will take it out again to get it into Piskatowski. Here's Denard. Shot fake in the middle of the lane. Good help by Stefan Ethert to deter that shot. And Saki's first three-point attempt is good, about a step behind the three-point line on the right-hand wing. And City College has a full court press of their own as Sebastian Ethert kind of clears it out and will walk it up against Rashad. Rashad knocks it away, but Sebastian's able to regather it. St. Joe's has numbers. Steph has it now in the corner. Short jump shot. Back rim, no good. Rebounded, tipped, and hauled in by Rashad. So Romello Rashad doing a lot here so far for City College. And he actually passes the ball right over to me. Unfortunately, I'm all out of eligibility. So that ball will go the other way to St. Joe's. Full court press still on for City College. Looks like a 2-2-1 actually, now or man-to-man as St. Joe's clears out. Spin move by Steph, looks like a foul or a travel. It's gonna be a foul. He made a spin move, kind of got his feet messed up, but he got shoved. And that'll be the call. That's going to go against Daniel Piskatowski, the 6'2" sophomore from Queens. Second foul on City College, only the first on Daniel. Seb looks right into his brother Steph for the layup. So Stefan Ethert able to get inside position on his defender on that out-of-bounds play. Kickball will keep it here. Beavers possession. So Romello Rashad leading the team in assists at 4.4 per game. He's fifth in the CUNY. So you see the senior really trying to take control of offense here. A couple seniors in the starting lineup for City as well, so a very experienced group on both benches here. Nice floater from Saki is good. So a good-looking scorer here is Saki. And a long pass to Stefan Ethert is going to dunk it home with two hands. And we have seen that time and time again this year as Coach Flores is beside himself. Calls timeout, and he is all over his players about the transition defense. Clearly, they've seen the tape, and St. Joseph's has been throwing that long pass off of field goal makes and connecting quite a bit, 3 or 4 times per game so far this year. So Coach Flores, I'm sure he had it in the scouting report, and the players were just not ready for that one as Ethert to Ethert connection results in the dunk for Steph. Steph Ethert is 2 for 3 so far. He has 4 points. You've seen Saki has 5 points. He's 2 of 2 and made a three-point shot, so he is leading all scorers right now. City will take it inbounds. The press is off for St. Joseph's. They're going to let City College bring it up and rely on their half-court man-to-man defense. Here comes the trap on the wing on the first pass, which we often see. Saki, pull-up jump shot, good. So you see, so here's another long pass. Sebastian to Steph. He connects again. Powers up. It's blocked by Piskatowski. But Steph gets it again. He has no help. 1-on-5. Powers it up. Maybe a travel, and it is. As I don't know where Steph's teammates were, but after that long pass, they just were watching Steph kind of fight for layup after layup. And luckily, he got his own offensive rebound. But everybody else was staying behind half court, so he didn't even have an outlet to get it out to. So he just forced it up and ended up traveling in the process. So the ball will go back to City. So good look on the long pass by Sebastian Ethert after the make again. He found his brother open, but were not able to complete the basket on that. Ball goes out of bounds as Sebastian stepped on the baseline after trying to haul in that rebound. 7-5 Beavers early on, just about 3 minutes in. Number 14 is in the game for City College, Peter Talbot. And Talbot promptly turns the ball over. Sarakis has it. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Nice step through. Right-handed floater, good. So a pretty move by Dimitri Sarakis off the steal and bucket. So Dimitri's on the board, his first 2 points of the day. Comes into this game averaging 18.25 for the season. Having a very strong start to his senior season. So it's really Stefan Ethert and Dimitri Sarakis have really been consistently very strong for the Bears so far, although Reale had 26 in the last game. That basket by Isaiah Williams is good to increase the lead, well, to break the tie, I should say, to increase it 9-7 in favor of City College. Steph has it, ball's knocked away, he regathers it. Long pass to Sebastian. Thought about the three. Now he puts it on the floor. Pull-up jump shot from the foul line, a little short. City has it. Here comes Williams with the ball. Williams gets it back, he's wide open, doesn't want the three, could have had it. Instead, he'll back it out and run some offense. Long three for Saki. He'll take it. He'll make it. So you've seen Saki red hot coming into this game. The reigning CUNY Rookie of the Week, and a timeout will be called by St. Joseph's. Got to get in the huddle and find a way to slow down number 25. You've seen Saki, 17.4 points per game, 6.6 rebounds a game. We certainly see why he's been shooting the ball tremendously today. Right now he is got 2 3-pointers. He's made all 4 of his shots. He's got 10 points already, just 4 minutes into the game. Saki shooting 42% overall, almost 40% from three-point range heading in. He's also 17 of 20 from the free throw line, so you put him on the line, that's not going to help you much either. Saki had 41 points and 16 rebounds combined in his 2 games at the Hartwick tournament last week, which earned him Rookie of the Week honors for the CUNY Conference. Full court press by City College. Matt McQuillan's in the game for St. Joe's to help handle the ball against pressure, and we see he did a really good job against Western Connecticut State last Tuesday, who was a very aggressive pressing team and forced 26 turnovers, I believe, in that game. But McQuillan really came off the bench and helped St. Joseph's handle that kind of pressure, and here he is again. Turnaround jump shot by Coven Minor is good for St. Joe's. It's now 12-9. That's Minor's first field goal. Long three from Isaiah Williams from the corner. No good. Rebound by Stefan Ethert. And St. Joe's will slow it up as City College does a nice job getting back on defense. Man-to-man defense by City so far. Good pressure on the ball by Williams. Reale looking for his first three-point attempt. Had 5 in the last game. 5 makes, that is. And it's going to be a travel, a little up and down as McQuillan really thought hard about taking that three-point shot. Defense jumped up on him and tried to put it on the floor a little too late. Piskatowski's back in the game for City College. He replaces Isaiah Denard. So I mentioned Peter Talbot had entered the game, number 14 earlier. He's a freshman from Elizabeth, New Jersey. 6 feet tall. His first action of the season. He has not played in the first 5 games for City College, so Peter getting a chance now. Peter Talbot sets the screen for Rashad. Rashad is off the mark. Big rebound by Saki, kicks it back out, so skying over the back of Matt McQuillan is Saki for that offensive rebound. Deflected by Reale, deflected again by Reale to Sarakis. The Bears are on the move. Good transition defense by City, but McQuillan thought he had a lane. He'll have to get it back out, maybe run some offense, and he does. Reale lobs it into Steph Ethert. Two-handed catch, left-hand layup, no good. Ball's knocked away and hauled in by Isaiah Williams of City College. Long pass is stolen by Reale behind the back to Steph Ethert. Beautiful hustle play by Frank Reale to pick off that long pass from City. Three-pointers off the mark from Ciali, driving left. Saki has another rebound. Thought about the three. Good ball movement by City College. Finally, it's a corner. Talbot drives baseline, goes up strong, and it's going to be a jump ball call. Looked like a lot of contact as Talbot got knocked to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. It will stay Beavers' possession as Isaiah Denard is back in the game, along with Aragudade, number 35. I actually had the wrong number in my. He's number 35. Nice save, but unfortunately, right to the Bears. It's Richie Simon who just got in the game on that last whistle as well. Misses his first attempt of the day from the left elbow. Here come the Beavers, still leading by 3. So Richie Simon's in the game, replaces Stefan Ethert. We'll play the other forward position along with Minor. And another steal for Reale. They have numbers, 3-on-2. Bounce pass to McQuillan, powers it up with the right hand, no good, but a whistle And it's a foul. We'll send Matt McQuillan, one of the 6 seniors on this St. Joseph's roster, to the free throw line.
CCNY foul, touch number 5.
Foul is going to go against number 5, Isaiah Denard. That is his first and the third on City College.
2 shots.
First shot from McQuillan is no good, and McQuillan has been really struggling. Although he's played well in the 4 games, he's really struggled from the free throw line so far this year. McQuillan is 3 of 7 entering this game, now 3 of 8. Chris Edwards is in the game for St. Joseph's. A good-looking freshman, number 12 he's wearing. He had a really strong game last game. Gave him some nice scoring punch off the bench. I think he had 8 points in that game. And St. Joe's appears to be back in their zone defense, a 3-2 zone that they like to use. They also use the 2-3 quite a bit, along with their man-to-man run and jump. Defensive rebound finally hauled in by Matt McQuillan. Still 12-9, so both teams getting a little bit cold offensively. McQuillan drives right, finds Reality in the corner. He'll take the 3. It's no good, a little short, and Simon is going to be called for a foul. Pushed off the player boxing him out. I think it was Williams was trying to box him out, and he clearly pushed off. Easy call for the baseline ref. And he will whistle Simon for his first foul, and only the second on the Bears. Stephon Ethrick, the only Bear with a foul other than Simon now, so pretty cleanly played first half. About 7.5 minutes in, only 3 fouls against City College, only 2 against St. Joe's. Still in the zone defense for St. Joe's. City probing the perimeter. Almost a turnover now. Oh, just about a turnover. As Williams didn't really go that hard after the ball, but he did end up with it. And now finds Piskatowski for a short jump shot. Increase the City lead to 5, 14-9. McQuillan dribbling up against pressure. Leaves his feet, dangerous play. But it's it's Coven Minor to Edwards. And Edwards just misses. Now McQuillan, another nice drive, and he's fouled again. So Matt McQuillan has been driving the ball hard to the basket, both with the left or right hand. And he hasn't scored yet going to the basket, but he has earned 2 trips to the free throw line. This time, the culprit is going to be number 1, Isaiah Williams. That is the 4th foul on City. And the first free throw for McQuillan is good this time.
Back into the Bears, number 0, Sebastian Hafar. And in for the Beavers, number 10, Anastasios Cambaris.
Number 10, Anastasios Cambaris is in the game. 5'9" junior from New Hyde Park Memorial in Nassau County. Both free throws good by McQuillan. It's 14-11 now. Rashad guarded by Edwards up top. Good job by Edwards turning Rashad back. Ball is knocked away, but Cambaris has it. The newly entered Anastasios Cambaris. Drive, dump off. Laid up and just off the mark. No good by Aaron Gondande. Here's Edwards driving baseline. Lifts it up with the right hand as contact, and it's going to be a blocking foul as I think it's Cambaris tried to slide in and take the charge on Edwards. Was a little late. Edwards will head to the free throw line. Cambaris' first foul, 5th now on City College. Chris Edwards 0 for 1 on the season from the free throw line, so not a lot of opportunities so far. This one is off the mark. Cambaris will have a seat along with Aaron Gadande. So now it is Yassine Saki is in with Peter Talbot, Piskatowski, Romello Rashad, and Isaiah Denard is in for City College. Edwards makes the second free throw to cut the deficit to 2 for the Bears. And good defensive positioning by Edwards. Now Rashad gets by him, lifts up a floater off the back rim and good. So Romello Rashad with a nice soft touch in the middle of the lane. Sebastian Ethard walking it up, calling out the offensive set. A little 5-out motion for St. Joe's. Ball is knocked away, turnover McQuillan. And now a steal by Edwards gets it back to the Bears. There's McQuillan up front and he gets him. So Edwards with the steal back finds McQuillan, who had fallen to the ground after turning the ball over, kind of slipped on the ground. Rashad will walk it back up. Bears are back within 2. And the Bears are back in their man-to-man defense now as well. Here's Saki. Nice kick out to Talbot. Talbot drives baseline again. Bounce pass to Piskatowski. Right hand short corner. Back rim. And Simon knocks it away. And I don't know if I agree with this call. Simon seemed to jump straight up and try to tip the rebound to one of his teammates. And it appeared to me that Saki kind of undercut him. However, the foul's going to go against Simon. I personally didn't really like that call. Coach Cocazello doesn't like it either. Third foul on St. Joe's, second on Simon. I should mention Joe Cocazello's in his 18th season, assisted by Justin Gist and Dr. Lucas Saigan. Denard, corner, no good, rebounded by McQuillan. So Matt McQuillan filling up the stat sheet. My statistics are going on the fritz here, so if I'm not able to update statistics, that is the reason. It's not because I don't want you to be informed. Jump shot by Etheridge is no good. Shot fake, Sebastian doesn't have it. Finds a long skip pass to Reale, who back dribbles from a long ways away and buries a three-point shot. So Frank Reale with his first three-point make today, and we all know he loves to shoot it off the dribble. He particularly likes that side step or back step, that step-back shot from three. That should be an offensive foul, and it is going to be some kind of foul. Oh, so we called like a reach foul on Reale because Rashad clearly pushed off Reale, but I think that was after the Reale kind of hack job. So we're not going to argue that call. Fourth foul on St. Joe's, only the first on Frank Reale. And James Mojica is in the game. He's number 11. He's another freshman for St. Joseph, the 6'1" guard from South Ozone Park and Archbishop Malloy High School. He's had action in every game this year. Still trying to get his feet wet at the college level, though. His minutes have been limited, but he certainly contributes when he can, when he's in there. Good converging defense by the Bears. Ball's on the floor. Mojica's fighting for it, and it looks like it may be a 30-second violation as Mojica and Denard were on the floor wrestling for the ball. So good help defense by the Bears on that drive baseline. Isaiah Williams back in the game replacing Denard. I'm sorry, that was going to be a foul on Denard. Sorry, it wasn't a 30-second violation. They're going to call the foul on Denard. That's his second. And he exits the game to be replaced by Williams. Once again, 2-2-1 press by City College. Look for that trap on the sideline out of a press like this. Instead, Sarakis beats it with the dribble and misses a floater, but Stefan Ethel is there to clean it up, and the Bears are now in the lead by 3. I should have mentioned they took the lead on the last possession. Mojica missed the steal. Saki got away with the travel. Now he finds Rashad, who misses the 3, and ball's hauled in by Chris Edwards, who pushes it up with the dribble. Now finds Sarakis, drives middle. Another floater for Sarakis, around the basket and in. So we all know that Sarakis loves that little right-handed floater off one foot. He does it from all different areas of the court. He's got a very good touch on that. Another timeout will be called by City College of New York, and I will take a quick step back and try to organize my stats here if they're starting to work, while you enjoy the St. Joseph's Diamonds. You are watching St. Joseph's College basketball. So coming out of that timeout, Bears are ahead by 5 now, 21-16, after having trailed by, I think, as much as 4. Forcing turnovers as the Bears are wont to do. They've done a good job of that this year with their pressure defense in the full court and the half court. Here's a full court trap right now. Looks like a ball's knocked away. Talbert's in trouble. Finally gets it over to Saki, who drives. Here's Sarakis on defense. Beautiful step through by Saki, but he's no good. Great attempt by Saki. Wide open three for Sebastian Ethert is good. So Sebastian Ethert finally getting on the board here. Has really struggled. He was 0 for 9 coming into this game from three-point land. That time he found himself so open. Hopefully that'll get him a little confidence as he has really, really struggled in the early going of his senior season here. And St. Joe's needs him, as he's been quite the contributor over the last 3 years. Now he will commit his first foul. It's going to be first on Sebastian, fifth on St. Joe's. And my statistics are not working currently, so we'll keep working on that. I'll try to update you as best as I can, if that is possible. Nice pass inside, and the ball no good on the layup. Sebastian Ethert on the defense of that layup attempt, but a great pass by Saki into Rashad. Three-pointer for Sarakis is good. So Dimitri Sarakis heating up. The floater led to the timeout. Now the three-point shot on 2 possessions later, I should say. Here's Denard. He loses it, and it goes out of bounds, I think. The referees are trying to decide who was going to blow the whistle on that one, but it is the correct call. Ball will go back to St. Joe's. 2-2-1 press by City College. So the Bears heating up now after that three by Sarakis. 27-16, now a 9-point advantage. And a delay of game warning is issued to City College for, I want to say for not allowing St. Joe's to inbound it right away, but I'm not exactly sure what it was for. They just announced the delay of game warning. No penalty on the warning so far. Sebastian Ether's looking to stay hot after making that three-point shot. Here's Edwards, power move with the right hand, no good, and a blocking foul will send Edwards to the free throw line. So Edwards 1 of 2 from the foul line on his last trip, I should say. That is the 7th foul on City College. That is the 2nd whistled against Yassine Saki. So the Bears in the bonus now. First free throw from Edwards is good. Saki with 2 fouls. Isaiah Denard with 2 fouls for City College. Richie Simon with 2 for St. Joe's. Second free throw is no good for Edwards. Rashad has it. Beavers trailing by 12. He'll take it all the way to the basket, lay it up, and he's a whistle. Basket will count on the layup by Romello Rashad, the senior from Cardinal Hayes High School in the Bronx. Foul will go against Chris Edwards. That's his first and the 6th on St. Joseph's. Rashad's free throw attempt is short, rebounded by Steph Ethert. So Nick Reali's in the game now, handling point guard duties. He's in the backcourt with Mojica and Sarakis. The Ethert brothers are playing the 4 and 5 positions now. Nice lob pass, high-low from Seb to Steph. Steph not able to convert, and the rebound goes to City College. Shot is up and long, and it's going to go over the backboard and hit some of the support beams up there. So that's going to be ruled out of bounds. It'll go back to St. Joseph's possession. And Coven Minor will enter the game quickly for James Mojica. So that'll move Sebastian Ethert back into the backcourt, as he's more comfortable being anyway. 2-on-1. Another crazy floater from Sarai. I want to say crazy because he was really far from the basket to take a floater. I think he wanted to throw a lob pass to Steph and then thought better of it when the defense closed in on Steph. And Sarakis still, though, with a nice touch to make another field goal off that 1-foot floater. Saki found himself open, thought about it. Crossover stolen by Sebastian Ethert. They got numbers. Sebastian's going to go all the way to the rim himself and lay it up and in. And I'm glad he did. He could have threw it to his brother or to Sarakis. But Sebastian's the one who's got to start getting hot here. That's his second field goal today. A good pressure defense by the Bears, giving City all kinds of trouble. Saki with a quick three-point attempt, no good. So a good job by the Bears speeding up offense for City College. I'm not sure that was the best choice for Yassine Saki. Not that he can't make the shot, but I think he was just kind of in a rushed mode. And that'll happen when you put pressure defense on guys and start to run and jump and keep them out of offense. Foul's going to be called on the floor as Steph Ether tried to make a short little floater on the baseline. He'll head to the free throw line, though. That foul goes against Aragundade. That is the 8th foul on City. And the first free throw for Ethard is good, entering the game at 64%. Second free throw is up and good off the back rim and good. Peter Talbot's back in the game for City College. Replaces Arun Godande. And I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that name right. Not the easiest name. I apologize to Mrs. Arun Godande in case I am wrong. Here's Saki, the drive on Ether. Good kick out. Talbot, three-point attempt is up. Good. So Peter Talbot with his first field goal of his collegiate career. It's a three-pointer from the left corner. Congratulations to Peter. Sebastian Ethard handling the ball. 13-point lead still. Rashad got away with a foul, though he did get a deflection earlier trying to reach around the back of the dribbler. Ball went out of bounds. It'll stay St. Joseph's possession with 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Tough defense on Sebastian from Rashad. Shot fake, drive, lefty layup, good. So we know how St. Joseph's loves that high-low look. This was a low-high look. Minor got in low post, was double-teamed, found an open Steph Ether at the foul line, who was able to drive to the basket for the left-handed layup. .430 to go in the half. I apologize, these stats are not running right now, so at halftime it would definitely work on that and try to bring you all the updated stats. Not a lot else I can tell you right now. And I can tell you there's an offensive charging foul called on the court now, right under the DeKalb Avenue basket. Coven Minor took it right in the chest. That foul's going to go against Isaiah Denard. That is his third. And the 9th on City College. So a great job by Coven Minor giving up his body there for the team. City still staying in that 2-2-1 press to slow down the fast break opportunities for St. Joe's. But here's a long skip pass for Frank Reale. I thought he was going to pull the trigger on that one. Bounce pass in from Seb to Steph. Another spin move, another floater, no good. So we see a lot of spin moves from Stefan Ether today and throughout the season around defense. It's not able to convert once he gets to the basket. Talbot, this time from the right-hand corner, three-point attempt is short this time. Rebounded by Saki, puts it back up, and there's a whistle. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. I thought he may have traveled, but he got the offensive rebound. There was no one near him, really. Certainly not a foul, but he stepped on the baseline as he tried to put that one back up. So we've seen a lot from Yassine Saki, the good-looking freshman for the Beavers and Coach Flores. Nick Reale has it, Frank's brother. Both of them in the game, as are the two Ether brothers. Coven Minor, there's the only single child on the court for St. Joe's. He misses that attempt. Minor, the only player on the court without a sibling in uniform today. I shouldn't say an only child. I don't know what his family makeup is. But I do know Nick Reale is giving all kinds of trouble to Isaiah Williams on the perimeter. Now it's Talbot with a 10 on the shot clock. City College does not know what to do offensively right now. They are just dribbling the ball along the sideline and not getting any kind of ball reversal. And the other players are not coming to release any pressure. They got bailed out that time with a foul call. All St. Joe should have did was just had solid defensive positioning because City was really out of sorts on that possession. Talbot will head to the free throw line. That's the second foul on Stefan Ethert. That is the 7th on the Bears, and Matt McQuillan is back in the game to give Stefan Ethert and his 2 fouls a rest. So Peter Talbot will head to the free throw line. Again, his first action of the season today. He's had some strong drives. He made a three-point shot. And he made his first free throw attempt on this trip. Second attempt is up and good. Good-looking shooter, Talbot, so I'm sure Coach Clores will start to use him a little more. McQuillan will walk it up now with 3:07 remaining. 13-point lead for the Bears, 36-23. They struggled a bit in the early going. We're trailing by 4 points. I know it was 14-9. I believe that was the biggest lead for City. And then the Bears came roaring back with a big run, and now they just keep adding to the lead, little by little, though. Nick Reale misses that three-point attempt, and a big offensive rebound from Minor, no good. Kicked out to Frank Reale. This one is good. So the first offensive rebound from Minor over 3 Beavers, and now a turnover. It's going to send the ball back to St. Joseph's. So some really quick hitting action as we had an offensive rebound and then a three-pointer for Frank Reale to increase the lead to 16. And then the ensuing inbound play, City College, an unforced traveling violation. Will get the ball back to St. Joe's. They'll take it out under their own basket. 2:36 remaining now, leading 39-23. Reale will inbound. Get it back in the corner. A tough shot, just short. That was a difficult shot with Saki draped all over him. Rashad, pull-up jump shot, foul line, no good. Rebound by the Bears and Coven Minor. So Dimitri Sarakis, who just re-entered the game, will walk it up. He replaced Nick Reale. Here's Sebastian Ethert. Now it's McQuillan, little flex offense that the Bears like. Open jump shot from Minor, off the back rim, no good. Romello Rashad with the rebound and the drive. Here he goes all the way to the rim, loses it, gets it back, blocked by Minor, over to Reale. Nice bounce pass to Sarakis, who lays it up off the back rim, no good. Good hustle by Sebastian Ethert, and a whistle's going to be called, putting the ball in CCNY's possession as a little too much hustle from Sebastian Ethert. He commits his second foul. That'll be the 8th now on St. Joseph's. And that will result in a one-on-one free throw opportunity for Yassine Saki as Sebastian Ethert will exit this game with his 2 fouls. Chris Edwards is in to replace Sebastian. So it's 4 guards and Coven Minor as Saki heads to the free throw line for City College. 1-on-1, first one is good. So it's McQuillan, Sarakis, Edwards, and Frank Reale. And the only real true forward is Coven Minor on the floor right now for the Bears. Second free throw is good for Saki. Press hasn't turned the Bears over much, but it is slowing them down and forcing them to run, a shorter possession on offense. So I think that's what it's mostly intended to do. Now City College real aggressive in the half court as well. This could open up some open looks. Nice kick out. There's an open look for Matt McQuillan. It's off the mark. Rebound by Chris Edwards. May have been fouled, no call. Misses the putback nonetheless, and Yassine Saki has it for City College as they still trail now by 14 after those last 2 free throws from Yassine. Piskatowski, nice drive all the way to the basket, and St. Joe's got confused on that defensive possession. Now they're breaking pressure with some better passing instead of just trying to dribble through it. And Sarakis will dribble all the way to the rim once they get it over half court. Now City College is in a bit of a scramble mode as they beat the press, the 2-2-1 press with some passing and a good ball reversal. That allowed Sarakis to get all the way to the rim with the left hand. St. Joe's is now up 41-27, looking to close out the last 40 seconds strong here in the first half. Scrum on the ball, finally picked up by Reale. And a foul is going to be called. It's going to go to St. Joseph. So great hustle by McQuillan, even better hustle by Frank Reale as they both dive on the floor looking for that loose ball. And on Reale's attempt, he was fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. That foul's going to go against Yassine Saki, and that is big because that is Saki's 3rd personal foul, and he has really done a lot for this City College team, not just today, but throughout the season. 10th team foul on City College. First free throw for Reale is good. Romello Rashad is back in the game. putting Saki on the bench for the last 33.8 seconds of this half. Also, Coven Minor will take a rest. He is replaced by Richie Simon. Simon has 2 fouls of his own. Freshman. He's a sophomore from St. Edmund Prep. Second free throw is good for Reale. Increases the lead back to 16. That has been the biggest lead of the game. Here's Rashad, just under 30 seconds to go. 3-second differential on the shot clock. Nice power up by Isaiah Denard, who's recently back in the game with 3 fouls of his own. Skip pass to Edwards here, looking to break pressure again with passing through the middle. There we go. Good reversal to Sarakis now. St. Joe's will look to hold for the last shot. The shot clock is turned off. 7 seconds, 6. Sarakis off the Simon screen. Three-pointer is up, 3 seconds left, no good. And an offensive rebound attempt for McQuillan is no good. He's going to be whistled for a late foul with just 0.6 seconds left. And unfortunately, that will send one of the City College Beavers to the free throw line. It looks like Romello Rashad will be the one to get a couple shots. So St. Joe shot it early enough to try to get an offensive putback. Unfortunately, McQuillan is going to be whistled for his first foul on that putback attempt. Rashad entering the game at 68% from the free throw line. Makes the first, so these 2 points were a little unnecessary, so if he is able to make the second one, that is. Just 0.6 of a second left. And second one is made. I'm sure St. Joseph's inbound it and let the clock run out, and they do. So we will head into the half. After an exciting up and down early portion of the half, St. Joe's looked to pull away a little bit, but City College closing out with those 2 free throws at the end will close the gap to just 12, so it's anybody's game here at the Hill Center. We'll go into the half with St. Joe's leading 43-31. We'll be right back with hopefully some halftime stats and some more information. We'll go around the skyline as usual, and we'll be back in just a few. You are watching St. Joseph's College basketball. 43-31 in favor of St. Joseph's College here at the Hill Center on a sunny but breezy November 30th afternoon or December 1st. Let me check. Is the rent due today? But St. Joe's, November 30th. We have few more hours to pay the rent. But St. Joe's with a little bit of a stumbling through the first few minutes of the game. CCNY went up by as much as 5 points early on. I believe it was 14-9 early on, about 4 or 5 minutes into the first half. But then St. Joe's turned it on a bit against CCNY. Leading scorers right now for St. Joseph's is Dimitri Sarakis. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. He has 11 points. He's made 1 of his 2 3-point attempts in this half. Stefan Ethard has 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. He also has 4 rebounds. So his streak of 4 consecutive double-doubles is in a bit of jeopardy, as he does have the double figures in points, but he needs 6 more rebounds in this half to keep that streak alive. And also of note, Sebastian Ethard, although he hasn't gone crazy with the numbers, he's really struggled this season. He's coming into this game averaging only 4 points a game, only a little less than 4 rebounds a game. Really struggling so far early in his senior season, but he is 2 of 5 today. He did make his first 3-point shot of the season. He has 5 points, but he also has 3 rebounds, 4 assists in just 15 minutes of action. So hopefully he can start slowly but surely getting back to his normal form that we're so used to seeing over the last 3 years. And certainly St. Joseph's and Coach Cocazello need him to be himself, actually, because Steph has been really strong and Sarakis has been really strong, and they certainly have great contributions from other players, Reale and Coven Minor and some of the other guys off the bench, some of the newer players off the bench. But Sebastian Ethard is an integral part of this roster, and they're going to need him to be good if they have, the aspirations that they should have once they have this large senior class. So good to see Sebastian starting to get it together at least a little bit in this first half. Some key stats this half. St. Joseph's is leading CCNY 11-0 in second chance points. So they're crashing the offensive glass hard and making it count. So 11-0 in second chance points in favor of St. Joe's. Also, they have 18 fast break points as opposed to City College only having 6 of those leak out type points. And those are important because oftentimes they're I don't want to say unguarded attempts, but they're much lighter guarded because sometimes breakaways, there's long passes that we've seen. So fast break points are great because it's early offense and you don't have to work hard running half-court defense on every single possession and grinding out possessions over and over again. City College is 11 of 29 from the floor for 37.9%, only 3 of 12 from behind the arc, and they're 6 of 7 from the free throw line. St. Joseph so far is 15 of 38 for 39.5%. They're 4 of 11 from three-point range for 36.4%, and they are shooting 9 of 14 from the free throw line. So the 12-point lead for St. Joseph's will head into the second half. Now, these two teams meet almost every year, and last year they were actually here at the Hill Center, which is a little strange because usually you'll alternate home and away, but this is the second consecutive year that the Beavers had made the trip all the way downtown from Harlem down to Brooklyn. And last year, St. Joe's kind of ran away with won by over 30 points, 103-71 in that game. Brian Meddy had 22 points to lead all scorers. He was 7 of 11 from the floor. He made 8 of 11 from the free throw line as well. So Brian Meddy, who's not on the roster this year, had 22 points. Stefan Ethard had 20 to go along with 9 rebounds in that game. He was 8 of 16 from the floor, and his brother Sebastian Ethard had a big game. This is typically what we had been used to seeing from Sebastian. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 7 from three-point land. So that's strong even for him, and only 25 minutes of action. So those are the kind of games that we're used to seeing him. We would need to see more of that as a senior year, but it's certainly the games that we're used to seeing him perform throughout his career here. So a big win for St. Joe's last year. And in the previous year when this senior class were sophomores, it was a lot closer, but St. Joe still came away with a 71-70 victory. And that game was up at Nat Holman Gymnasium, up at City College's hometown. Dimitri Sarakis had 18 points in that one, and since departed Alec Willis, who had graduated after that year, had 16 points. Coven Minor had 12 for St. Joe's. So we'll get back to the 2019-2020 version. My halftime stats are up to date, which I just gave you. However, I am not sure they're going to update throughout the second half. So I will do the best I can, trying to give you as accurate as I can with the statistics. Right now we're having a little technical difficulties with that. But I can still bring you all the action and let you know what's going on. Hopefully have a little bit of insight with my self-proclaimed extensive basketball knowledge. So as the halftime winds down, Coach Flores has got the Beavers in the huddle. St. Joe's is starting to get into the huddle for Coach Cocazello. Mentioned earlier that Stefan Ethert is tied for third in scoring in the Skyline at 20.5 points. He also leads the Skyline in rebounding. One of only 2 players in double figures in rebounding in the league, but Steph is all the way up to 13.5 rebounds a game. Now today he only has 4 so far, so we'll see if he can hit the glass and get to his average. That would be terrific for him and for the Bears. He's also leading the conference in steals with 3.8 steals per game. He actually had 12 in the first 2 contests this season, so that really upped his average. And he is 7th in the conference in field goal percentage. Yassine Saki, the lead man for City College. He has 12 points today. I forgot to mention, he leads City College. He has 12 points and 7 rebounds. City is shooting 37.9% from the floor. The only Beaver in double figures is Yassine Saki. Again, he was the CUNY Rookie of the Week last week. He's 6th in the CUNY in scoring. Leads the CUNY in free throw percentage at 85%, 17 of 20 heading into this one. St. Joe's will have the first possession in the second half. Man-to-man defense by City. Nice drive by Sarakis, but he will be whistled as a turnover as he stepped on the baseline on that drive. Tried to take a little extra space by the DeKalb Avenue basket. Again, wearing the protective eyewear is Sarakis. Looks like he's heading to the beach after this game. He needs to dress warm, though, today. Here's Piskatowski with it. Romello Rashad looked to go back door, but thought better of it. Comes back and gets the handoff. Now he's trying to drive on Sebastian Ethert. He lifts it up. Nice spin moving attempt, but it's no good. Sarakis, long advance to Frank Reale. Crossover, looks to bounce it into Steph, and it's not knocked out of bounds. It just goes out of bounds. Steph, I don't think he ever got a hand on it. So a really tough angle, backhanded pass from Reale. Good look, though. But he needs to deliver that a little more accurately. City College will take over once again. So no scoring yet in the first couple possessions. Still 43-31. And here's a steal from Frank Reale. Just picked the pocket of Saki. Bounce pass to Minor. Minor powers it up on Piskatowski. Good. Left-hand layup for Coven Minor. Gets the Bears the first basket and first points of the second half. Here's Denard now over to Williams. Good defense by the Bears, making it very difficult for City College to score, but Piskatowski makes a very difficult shot over the outstretched hand of Coven Minor. So nice bucket by Piskatowski. He's now got 6 points for the game. Straight on 3 from Sebastian, no good, and City College almost loses it. It's going to stay their possession, but Rashad and Williams bumped into each other on the rebound. Rashad kept the ball but lost his balance. And his pass was deflected out of bounds by Stefan Ethert, so the Bears will be back on defense, man-to-man. Sarakis guarding the upcoming Isaiah Williams. The deflection by Reale, so he had a steal on the last possession. This time he very near steal on that one. He ended up not being able to corral it in off this deflection. It'll stay City College ball with 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now a little flex look of their own for City College. Long 3 from Denard is no good. Rebounded by Ethert, and here comes Sebastian right down the middle of the lane. Thought a little better of it. Reale, pull up 3, short, And it bounced up off the front rim and hits the shot clock, so that is out of bounds. Ball will head back to City College, who of course are now shooting toward the Willoughby Avenue basket and their own bench. 45-33 now, so 2 points for each team scored in the first 2:15 of this half. Long three-point attempt for a shot is off the mark. Sebastian Ethert with his second consecutive defensive rebound. He'll drive all the way to the rim, and he was going to be whistled for an offensive charging foul. Great job by Yassine Saki to stand in there and take it on the chest. Sebastian knifed through several defenders, but the last man to beat was Saki, and Sebastian was still out of control. That'll be his third foul. And the first now on the Bears for this half, first on anybody this half. Rashad crosses on Sebastian, lays it up high off the glass and good. So Romello Rashad, the senior, doing a nice job, coming in averaging 15 points a game to go along with his team-leading 4.4 assists. Also averages 5.6 rebounds, so a really good player, Romello Rashad, in his senior season. And another really good player is Stefan Ethert, who makes another layup off the feed from Coven Minor. Coach Cocazello wants a foul. Quick three, a little too early for Williams, no good. Here come the Bears again, looking to extend this lead. The Bears could start running away with it a little bit here. They have a lot of momentum right now, but Sirac not able to connect from three. As City College starting to rush offense now. I think they're panicking a little bit, only down 12. Certainly anybody's game, long way to go. Still 16 and a half minutes remaining. Piskatowski drives on Minor, lifts it up with the left hand, no good. The much longer Minor deterred that one. Now the long pass, Ethert to Ethert, layup, good. So Sebastian Ethert, again, just whips it over the top to his brother Steph, who's streaking out ahead of defense. Another bucket for Stefan Ethert, another assist for his brother Sebastian, and another basket for Daniel Piskatowski, who might be looking to come out of the game. He injured himself a little bit on that shot, holding his knee and motioning to Coach Clores to get him out of the game. There is Peter Talbot sitting at the scorer's table. Jump shot for Minor is good. So St. Joe's starting to pour it on offensively in a couple of different ways. They have scored on 3 of the last 4 possessions, I believe. Here comes Peter Talbot now, and he is going to replace the now limping Daniel Piskatowski. Looks like he might have landed funny or maybe banged knees with somebody on that shot on the last possession. He immediately motioned to the bench to try to get him out of the game. So he'll head over to the St. Joseph's trainer. He will be attended to as Peter Talbot replaces him once again. Yassine Saki will come out of the game as well. He is replaced by Aruga Dande. Aluda Melola Aruga Dande. He is on the all-alphabet team. Here's Rashad trying to drive left, but the 6'5" Sebastian Ethert is in the way. Blocked by Steph Ethert, over to his brother. He'll get the rebound. He's in traffic, still keeps the dribble, and lifts it up. Tough layup in traffic. Wants to foul, doesn't get it. Here comes City College. It's Denard. Pull up, and he will be fouled on the pass off. So Frank Reale got his hand in on that pass. Looked like he was trying to pull up to shoot, but it ended up being a pass. He was trying to kick it out to the side then after he felt the defense. City will take it out under their own basket. Talbot, three-pointer, good. So Peter Talbot, 2 for 3 from downtown, and another long pass to Stefan Ethert. Another layup, and he'll miss the point-blank layup as he tried to dunk it with 2 hands. Didn't quite get high enough on that one. So a great opportunity lost. Another easy layup, that time not converted, just no one to blame but himself, Stefan Ethert, on that one. So another good look from Seb. And City College needs to shadow Stefan Ethert as he's just leaking out on their shots and getting these wide open looks. Here's a steal from Reale again, and he is just going to step on the sideline as they had a layup attempt again. So another opportunity lost for St. Joseph's. He had Sirac up ahead. He probably could have took it all the way himself as well. So the lead is 11. It probably should be about 17 right now. Stefan Ethert will have a seat after missing that open layup. He is replaced by Richie Simon, his first action of the second half. So Frank Reale doing a great job on the defensive end. if not lighting it up offensively like he did last Tuesday. Got a bunch of deflections, a bunch of steals. City College back to within single digits now. It's a 9-point deficit for the Beavers. And their full court press once again slowing down the Bears. Sebastian Ethert finally has it defended by Romello Rashad. And Rashad not afraid to get right up in your grill on defense. Bounce pass to Minor. Powers it in, kicks it out. One more pass to Reale. Passes up to 3, 5 to shoot. Reale will put up the 3-point attempt and rattles home from the the right-hand wing. So as the shot clock winding down, Reale really had to pull the trigger, and he was able to be on the mark on that one. Rebound Simon off the missed layup. So the Bears looking to get back out in front. They're up 12 now after having just been down 9. And this layup is just off the rim from Minor, so that would have been big for the Bears to keep that momentum going. Now City College looking to get back in, maybe cut the deficit to inside 10. Layup is missed by Rashad. Now City College going a little quick on offense, kind of taking the first possible look they have. Sarakis takes the first look he has. He's off the mark from three-point land. So not a lot of offense getting run right now, just a lot of first look and fire. But now City College slows it down a little bit. Look to get a better shot, as they should, trailing by 12. Man-to-man defense from the Bears. Getting a little stagnant on defense, but Reale looking for another steal. Doesn't get it this time. Jump shot, Williams, no good. Rebound, Richie Simon, his second consecutive rebound on the defensive end. Now St. Joe's will walk it up and try to get a good shot of their own. And a 10-second violation will be called. Sebastian Ethert just was walking it up too slow. And it was a little strange. Matt McQuillan and Stefan Ethert will enter the game. They were sitting at the scorer's table, and I could see McQuillan kind of waving Sebastian to get over the line quicker because he felt the count coming. And sure enough, before Sebastian was able to get over the line, 10-second violation was called. So a couple of golden opportunities just wasted by the Bears. They need to shore it up mentally a little bit. A couple easy misses, a couple unforced turnovers. Could come back to haunt them. Camberos, 3, good. So Camberos, who just came in the game, Anastasios Camberos, will make some of these unforced errors hurt the Bears. He has just shrank the lead to 9 once again, and here are the Bears trying to come back and extend it back to double digits if they can. Sarakis, strong drive, left-hand floater this time, no good. Rebound is fought for, finally tipped away and hauled in by Richie Simon. Nice play by Simon. He will find Matt McQuillan, 15 on the shot clock. St. Joe's a little out of sorts offensively as well now, and a whistle on the baseline. We'll see what this is. It was off the ball. It's going to be a foul call. Foul's going against Peter Talbot. That is his first, and only the first foul for City College this half. And a timeout on the floor. CCNY will have a full timeout called here with 12:23 remaining. It's 54-45, still in favor of the Bears, although it's been a little shaky for them the last couple of minutes. So we'll step back for just a moment, see if I can get some stats updated once again, if we can, and you can enjoy the St. Joseph's Diamonds. Only one other game by a Skyline team today, not a conference game though, but Farmingdale State is hosting Widener University out in Farmingdale. That's a 2 o'clock tip-off. If any score comes up, I will forward it. So the Skyline Conference mostly taking a break today on this Thanksgiving weekend. St. Joe's has it, and there'll be a foul on the floor on the inbound pass. It was connected with Stefan Ethert. And he was immediately attacked by Peter Talbot. That's his second foul in as many whistles. 2-3 zone out of bounds defense for City College. Ball is released all the way out to the newly entered Chris Edwards for the Bears. McQuillan looking for Steph inside, doesn't have him. Gets it back, here he goes again, looking inside, and defended by Denard. Good defense by Denard. Spin, tough shot from Steph, no good. Rebounded by Richie Simon. Three-pointer from McQuillan from the corner is good. So Richie Simon keeping the possession alive for St. Joe's results in a three-point shot from Matt McQuillan, and that'll extend the Bears' lead to 57-45. So right when City College looks like they're going to get back in the game, three-point shot is made by McQuillan. The three-point shot earlier was made by Reale when City College cut it to single digits as well. So twice in a row, City trying to get into the game, trying to make it maybe a two-possession game. Not able to do it, turned away by that three-point shot. City will take it out in front of their own bench. 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Number 13, Terrell Trim, is in the game for City. Just entered the game first time today. And a nice drive and layup for Yassine Saki. That is his 14th points of the day. Simon has it, finds Reale. Reale, nice crossover drive, floater, no good. Rebound Saki. Yassine Saki now with 9 rebounds to go along with his 14 points. It's going to be a foul as a couple players were tripped up here. It's going to go against Stefan Ethert. That is his third. So that could be big. Still a long way to go. 11:26 to go. Only the third team foul on St. Joe's. So 3 fouls for Stefan Ethert, 3 for Sebastian Ethert, 2 on Richie Simon. Yassine Saki has 3 as well as Isaiah Denard. So those are big players for City College that are in a little bit of foul trouble. At least they have to be careful now. 3-2 zone for St. Joseph's. Nice trap in the corner. And it's going to be a violation, traveling violation, as Piskatowski tried to split the Reale Stefan Ethert trap and moved his feet a little too quick. Ball go back to St. Joseph, see if they can take advantage of this opportunity here now. The 2-2-1 press still on for City College. Long skip pass to Edwards. St. Joe's has it in safe waters here. 11:03 to go. Now the Bears lead by 10. McQuillan looking for an option, finds Stefan Ethert, guarded by Saki. Now Simon drives down the middle. Hook pass to Edwards. Three-pointer is up, no good. I think it may have been ruled a 2 actually if it had gone. Rebound by Yassine Saki. I believe that is his 10th rebound of the afternoon. He would have a double-double if that is the case. Terrell Trim, three-pointer, no good. So Trim just entered the game recently, gets his first field goal attempt. Terrell Trim's a 5'10 sophomore from Pathway College Prep High School in Queens, Springfield Gardens. Drive, Reale, pull up, 3, short. Gets his own rebound though, the long rebound. Looks to tip up the pass to Steph. It's over his head. Denard has it. Long bounce pass. Tough catch by Richard. Here comes Rashad again. Skip pass. Three-pointer is up for Saki. Good. So a nice play by Rashad to gather in the tough pass. Finds Saki in the opposite corner in front of the St. Joseph's locker room. And Saki cuts this deficit now for City down to 7. It's 57-50. Biggest lead of the day for the Bears was 16 late in the first half. The Beavers have fought all the way back. Edwards has it. Bears not sure what to do on offense. Stefan has it. Tough jump shot, no good. Rebounded Rashad. So the Bears struggling on offense. Just kind of freelancing it out there a little bit now. Another three-point attempt from the same spot. This time it's Denard. He's off the mark. And a rebound muscled down by Richie Simon. He's pushing it himself. Doesn't have numbers, but takes an impossible shot. Rebounded by Isaiah Denard. Tough decision by Simon, and he's jogging up the court to add insult to injury. Here is Denard. Now it's back over to Saki. Three-point attempt is up. No good. Nothing but air, but Piskatowski holds in the air ball, and he'll make a short two-point jump shot. Timeout, St. Joseph's. They need it as City College is on the move with some better choices on offense, and they're able to turn St. Joseph's over or turn them or rush their offense and get easy defensive rebounds to push it back up. Now it's only a 5-point game. Still a world of time remaining, 8:55 to go. It's 57-52, still in favor of the Bears, but we will see if that can continue. You are watching St. Joseph's College basketball. So City College fighting all the way back from a once 16-point deficit. They have cut the lead to 5 on that offensive rebound and putback by Daniel Piskatowski. The Beavers have 52 points. They're 20 of 50 from the floor. That's 40% even. Yassine Saki, their star freshman player, has 17 points and 11 rebounds to score a double-double. Romello Rashad has 10 points and 6 rebounds. Daniel Piskatowski now is in double figures. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. He has 10 points. And the Bears will inbound it and walk it up. It's Matt McQuillan with the ball, defended by Isaiah Williams. Minor finds Steph Ethert at the foul line. Not sure that's the best spot on the floor for Steph Ethert to get it. They should look for him in the low post a little bit more. And a nice layup attempt by Edwards. He's fouled going to the basket. So Edwards gets a first step on the defender. He's able to lay it up. He is fouled, though, by Aragunde. And Edwards will head to the line. That is Arugadande's second and the third on City College. Chris Edwards with some big free throws here, makes the first, nothing but net. Edwards, that's his 3rd point of the day, all coming from the foul line so far. So you've seen Edwards is in with 3 fouls, replacing Terrell Trim. Stephon Ethert's in with 3 fouls. Second free throw bounces, hits every part of the rim, but drops for Chris Edwards. So a big 2 points for St. Joe's out of that timeout to kind of give them a little bit of breathing room. They're up 7 now. Nice crossover move by Saki. He lays it up, and it's going to be an important foul call, and it's going to be an offensive foul. And I said it was important because both Saki and Steph Ethert have 3 fouls. So one of them was going to get their 4th, and it's going to go against Saki. That is Yassine Saki's 4th personal foul and the 4th foul on City College. And Coach Flores is going to have to take Yassine out of the game to protect him with still 8:13 remaining in this second half. So he's going to have to take a seat for a little while, and that is CCNY's biggest scoring and rebounding leader. He's got 17 today. 2 other players have 10. So Romello Rashad and Isaiah Denard and Daniel Piskatowski and the like will have to step up in the absence of Saki. Here's a nice drive by Edwards. Kicks it out to Steph. Passed up an open jump shot. He'll take an open layup instead. Poor defense by City College on that possession. And it's going to another unforced turnover. So this is the second time that City College has messed up the inbound pass. I think the inbounder stepped on the line, and you're not allowed to do that before he inbounded it. So the ball will go back to St. Joe's, and they just extended their lead to 9 again on that layup by Stephon Ethert. So they'll get a chance to get it back to double digits again. Nice no-look pass to Chris Edwards. It is up and in and in. I almost said in and out. That thing hit every part of the rim. So a long 2-point shot for Chris Edwards extends the lead to 12. So St. Joe's, they were down 5 not even a minute ago. At about the 8:30 mark, they were down 5. The timeout was called, and they just blistered City College. And they're now up 11. So some quick baskets by St. Joe's to go along with a handful of stops. And they are back in the driver's seat. Now Denard's in trouble in the lane, finds Piskatowski, drives in traffic, almost a steal by Sarakis, and an offensive foul is going to be called once again. This time, so Steph has taken, I believe that's his third offensive charge that he's taken today. So a great job by Steph, and a little gutsy as well, as he took the last 2 charges on the last 2 possessions, and he has 3 fouls, so he could have risked picking up a 4th. Great job by Steph, very unselfish. That foul is going to go against Arugadande, and he'll have a seat. Sebastian Ethert has it now, looking to increase the lead, and a foul outside. It would have been a layup for Seb if he was able to just work around the defenders. It looked like the 2 CCNY players ran into each other, but the foul's going to go against Romello Rashad. That's his 2nd. And the 6th on City College. Will this bucket count? No, it will not. There was a foul just before the layup attempt. So they're lobbing it into Steph, and I think Steph is a lot more effective in the low post. Sometimes they put him on the high post, especially when Minor's in the game, for that high-low look. I would almost reverse that. As good as Minor can be inside, I think he's got a little bit better touch from 15, 16 feet. So, and Steph is a handful inside, and he also can go up and catch that lob pass like we just saw then, which he was fouled on. That foul was on Peter Talbot, his 3rd, and that is the 7th now on City College. So with 7:11 remaining, St. Joseph's has extended a once 5-point lead recently to now 11. It's 63-52, and they are now in the bonus, as that was the 7th team foul by City College. I want to see if my stats are being updated as we speak. I'm not sure if they are. I think they are the same as what I gave you last time, so we're having a little trouble with the stats being updated. Hopefully by the end of the game, I'll be able to get these stats updated. I'm sure I will. It may take a minute to get the final stats over to you, but I'm happy to give them to you once this game is concluded here at the Hill Center. Stefan Ethert heads to the free throw line. So far today, Steph is 2 of 2 from the line. This is a 1-on-1. First one is good. So St. Joseph's using every part of the rims by the DeKalb Avenue basket today. Second attempt is up and good. This one is a lot easier, nothing but net. So Steph, is 4 for 4 from the line. Nice press from St. Joe's. Finally beaten by Rashad's pass. Minor trying to protect the basket, not able to on the strong driving Daniel Piskatowski. So CCNY is back on the board after having gone silent for a few minutes. Sarakis, 3 is up. 3 is good. Dimitri Sarakis off the handoff from Sebastian Ethert. Dimitri extends the lead now to 14, so a big 3-pointer for St. Joe's gives them some breathing room. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this one. CCNY feeling a little pressure on their offensive possessions now. Wide open 3-pointer from Rashad is good. So pressure or no pressure, Romello Rashad steps up, and the senior buries a 3 to answer Sarakis on the other end. Same type of pressure for City College. Finally, Sebastian's able to get it over. Lob pass to Steph, off the backboard, good. So a great job by Sebastian to Steph. That combination has found each other many times today, this time on a little lob pass. City College not paying attention to the baseline cutter, Stefan Ethert. So Rashad forces one out of bounds. He wanted a foul. Might have got away with some contact. But in any case, the ball will go back to St. Joseph's on the turnover. 13-point lead right now for St. Joe's. And the same 2-guard front on defense. So Saki will come back out of the game, again, to protect his 4 fouls on the defensive possession. They really do need him on offense, though, so I'm sure Coach Clores won't wait too long to keep him back in the game. Sarakis trying to beat the pressure with a dribble. He does. Finds Reale over back to Seb, who will try to run some offense. Instead, he'll let Sarakis take it over, as the Ethert brothers are now playing the forward positions. Looking for that high-low look. Oh, it's whipped over to Chris Edwards on the baseline cut. Beautiful pass from Sebastian. So back-to-back assists by Sebastian Ethert. This time to Chris Edwards, who lays it up and in over defense. So a beautiful play by St. Joe's on the offensive end. And now it looks like they're starting to get quite a bit of momentum and quite a bit of breathing room now. City College, they really need this bucket, and they get it. So Daniel Piskatowski will keep City in it. They can't afford to keep trading baskets here, which is really what's starting to happen. St. Joe's with a 13-point lead now. So whistle before the shot attempt on the lob pass. Not sure what it was. Could just be a clock issue or a shot clock issue as the officials are over at the scorer's table. And they're going to play with the clock right now. Maybe the clock didn't start on time. They're going to reset it. We'll see what we will have remaining. Looks like it's 5 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. A little bit of a free timeout. The officials want to call the teams back out. So typically that's the case when there's some kind of issue with the scorer's table or the clock. The team should usually run over to the bench and the coach gets a little bit of a free timeout. Players were a little late on that one though. St. Joe's will take it out in front of their own bench. Sarakis will be the inbounder against this man-to-man defense from City College. And Saki is in the game with 4 fouls. No reason to rest him now as a 13-point advantage. Can't get any bigger if City College wants to stay in this. Edwards spins on Talbot, lays it up high off the glass with the left hand, no good. Rebound by Stefan Ether. Will kick it back out to his brother, and he just holds it in, almost threw it away. 5 on the shot clock. Nice kick out to Reale, and a foul's going to be called. This could be a charge, and it looks like it is going to be a charge. So again, Sebastian Ethert driving hard into the lane. He had Reale in his sights all the way, but he's got to make that jump stop in the lane to stop his momentum. So you've seen Saki with his 4 fouls, stepped in and took that charge. Good job by Saki. That'll be Sebastian's 4th foul right now. And Sebastian having a really strong second half. Maybe not in the scoring column, but he's really doing a lot, getting a lot of assists. He's handling the ball and kind of limiting the mistakes that he has been making in the first 4 games this year. So I think a much better effort by Sebastian. Hopefully that will be a forebringer of things to come. Piskatowski's shot is deflected, blocked by Steph Ethert. Now a deflection knocks the ball all the way back to the logo. Rashad has it, 12 on the shot clock. Now the dribble is knocked away. Piskatowski has it, misses the layup. So, Steph Ethert, tried to block it and really deterred Piskatowski from making that shot. Edwards will walk it up, and St. Joe's will take their time undoubtedly on offense. Romello Rashad, the ever-aggressive defensive player, commits the foul this time. Kind of a bad habit by Rashad, wrapping around the back of the dribbler. That's an easy call if there's any kind of contact made. So Rashad has committed his 3rd personal, 8th on City. Edwards will head to the line. He's 4 of 6 today, I believe, from the line. Accounting for 4 of his 6 points. First free throw is good for Edwards. Another freshman has given Coach Cocazello some really strong minutes today and last Tuesday as well. Second free throw is good. 74-59. So 15-point cushion now for the Bears. Biggest lead of the game was 16 with about 5.5 to go in the first half. But City College was able to fight back and cut it to 5 at about the 8:30 mark as that shot is in and out. Just over 4 minutes to go. City College dropping back in a half-court defense, allowing St. Joe's to run a little bit of clock, leading by 15, just under the 4-minute mark now. Reale has it, looks into Steph, looks into Minor. He has it, lays it up with the left hand, no good on the reverse attempt. Saki has the rebound, and it's turned over, deflected by Edwards. Sarakis has it all the way to the rim. He'll lay it up in the 3-on-1. 2 more points for the Bears, and another timeout for Coach Flores and the Beavers. 3:38 remaining, and it looks like the Bears are starting to run away with this one finally. So I was about to say at about the 8:30 remaining mark, CCNY had cut it to 5, and that was seemingly a long time ago now, 76-59 now. So it looks like St. Joe's is going to very possibly come away with their 4th win in a row, 3rd here in the Hill Center. See if I can get some stats going here, if I can get them updated while you enjoy the St. Joseph's Diamonds once again, always entertaining the Hill Center crowd. So out in Long Island, the St. Joseph's women's team was playing the St. Joseph's of Long Island Golden Eagles, and that game just concluded. St. Joseph Brooklyn coming away with a 76-65 victory in that one. So the St. Joseph's women come away with a Skyline Conference victory. The men looking like they may come away with a victory here. The women now 3-0 in the Skyline for St. Joe's. But now we're back to the men's side as CCNY needs a bucket in the worst way here with just under 3:30 to go, trailing by 17. Long jump shot is short from Denard. Piskatowski, though, gets the offensive rebound, and he'll have to kick it out as Minor was all over him defensively. Drive by Denard, step back, long two, no good, rebound Minor. And Sarakis will take the ball and walk it up slowly. Not too slowly, though. They already got hit with one 10-second violation earlier. He's got to get it over. Now Rashad with his typical strong defense on the ball. Edwards has it now, defended by Saki. 10 to shoot. Sarakis drives right. Lifts it up off glass. No good. Rebound, Romello Rashad. Here come the Beavers. 2:43 to go. Long kick to Saki. Long three from Saki. It's just short. Rebounded by Minor once again. And St. Joe's will take their sweet time coming up over half court. And City College is kind of letting them do it now. They pick up hard on the half court, and they're defending hard in the half court. No double teams, but they're really getting after the ball handlers. Good ball pressure from all the defenders, but they're not pressing now, so they're really allowing St. Joe's to run some clock. Edwards misses the reverse layup badly. CCNY has another chance. Here's Rashad, strong drive, up on Minor, good. So climbs up the chest of Coven Minor. Good make by the senior, Romello Rashad, for the Beavers. But a lot of time has clicked off the clock between the last two baskets for CCNY. Only 1:53 remaining and counting, still trailing by 15. So the Bears look to probably have this one in hand. Good job by Edwards to get that ball. Here's Steph, mishandles it, but lays it up and in traffic as he had an open layup and then kind of mishandled the ball, got knocked away, but he was able to gather it and put it back up and in. I'd love to tell you how many points he has, but the stats are really not updating well here. Hopefully I will have the stats from the scorers table at the end of the game, and we can go over all the official particulars at that point. In the meantime, fourth foul will be called on Stefan Ethert. We have some substitutions for the Bears. Nick Reale is back in the game, replacing Chris Edwards, who gave Coach Cocazola some really good minutes. Coven Minor will have a rest, and he is replaced by Joe Sheehan, his first action today, a 6'8" freshman forward from Staten Island. The seldom used Sheehan. Big body, though, and highly skilled player, although he's not quite in college ready just yet, but and here he's got an open layup now. Great touch pass from Frank Reale on the long pass, and he finds Sheehan for the wide open layup. So Sheehan goes for the block, misses it though on the rebound by Denard. So Joe Sheehan is on the board. That is his first collegiate points. So congratulations to Joe. Coach Cocazello, in talking with him, has some high hopes for Joe. Once he gets in a little bit better shape, he's going to need him. Timeout is called here by Coach Cocazello as he's trying to make some other substitutions. Zach McDonald is going to enter the game, as well as Anderson Beltray. Said this last time he came in. I'm going to call him Adrian Beltray all year. I'm just going to live with that fact. Anderson Beltray, another freshman, 6'3" from Holy Cross High School. And Zach McDonald, Bears fans will know, he is a junior now from Staten Island. He's in the game, three-point specialist. And I believe also in the game is Ben Reeves. Yes, he is. He's number 15, a 6'1" freshman from Dunedin, New Zealand. So Reeves, kind of the seldom used freshman. So we have Nick Reale, Ben Reeves, Zach McDonald, Anderson Beltray, and Joe Sheehan for St. Joe's with 56.3 seconds remaining. This game is well in hand, a 15-point lead for St. Joe's. So we'll see, just kind of getting their feet wet, some of these new players. Here's Nick Reale, not a new player, but getting a little more experience. McDonald looking for Sheehan on the cut. Take advantage of that mismatch. Sheehan at 6'8", much bigger than the defending Arun Gadande. 9 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald will inbound in the corner. Throws it up to Sheehan for the release. Has McDonald cutting baseline. McDonald will power it up on Denard, just short. Rebound knocked away. McDonald gets it again. He'll put it back up. And a 30-second violation will be assessed. Ball will go back to City College as McDonald's first shot did not hit the rim. That would have reset the shot clock. Here is Terrell Trim back in the game, handling the ball for City College. Now it's Denard. Nice drive. Giving it right to Nick Reale, so St. Joe's will take over on the steal. Trim, not sure what Trim was thinking on that. Here's Ben Reeves, the international flavor on the St. Joe's roster from all the way in New Zealand. That's a long bus ride. Here's Nick Reale, defended by Trim. They're going to be content to just dribble this one out. The shot clock is turned off. 7 seconds left, and St. Joe's will come away with their 4th consecutive victory. They will improve to 4-1, their 3rd consecutive win here at the Hill Center. So the final score will be 80-65 in favor of the St. Joseph's Bears against the CUNY Conference City College of New York. The next game will be actually a doubleheader here at the Hill Center this coming Tuesday. The women will tip off at 5 o'clock against Yeshiva University, and the men will tip off against Yeshiva at 7 o'clock. That tip is scheduled for 7 o'clock. Again, the women won today out in the St. Joe's of Long Island. The men have won today here at the Hill Center against City College. So the doubleheader next Tuesday will be here. After that, the men do not return to the Hill Center until January 16th. So if you're a fan of the men's basketball team here at St. Joseph's, make sure you tune into sjcbears.com next Tuesday night. Tip is scheduled for 7 o'clock. And again, the women are at 5 to kind of enjoy the double dip next Tuesday. So the final score, 80-65. St. Joe's increases their record to 4-1. So they are ready to head into the Skyline Conference next Tuesday. Their first conference game this year. Yeshiva, their opponent that day, is predicted to be the best team in the league, and they are very, very good. They're undefeated so far this year. They have a lot of good players. 2-time Skyline Player of the Week, 2-time Skyline Rookie of the Week, and plenty of other good players to go around. So definitely tune in next Tuesday for that one. Okay, I have the final stats here officially. So we had a little trouble with the stats during the game, but we will run them down real quickly before we sign off. For City College, they were led by freshman Yassine Saki. He had 17 points and 13 rebounds, so a very strong effort for Saki. He was 6 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 8 from downtown. He also, again had 17 points and 13 rebounds. Sorry, I was misreading that. He had 17 and 13. 15 points for Romello Rashad. He had 7 rebounds to go along with those 15 points. Daniel Piskatowski was 7 for 11 from the floor. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds. Also for City College, Peter Talbot, in his first action this season, had 8 points, 2 of 3 from the floor. All of his shot attempts were 3-pointers. Isaiah Denard had 6 points. Anastasios Kambaris had 3 points. He made his only shot. It was a 3-point attempt. And finally, Isaiah Denard had 4 points. I'm reading this wrong. Isaiah Denard had 6. Isaiah Williams had 2. That's what I was looking for. And again, Kambaris had 3 for the total of 65 for City College. There were 26 of 61, good for 42.6%. So they shot it pretty well from the floor. There were 7 of 24 from downtown. That's good for 29.2%. And they were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. For St. Joseph's, they were led by the 22 points from Stefan Ethert. He had 7 rebounds in this game, so his double-double streak has been broken. He had a double-double in each of the first 4 games for St. Joseph. So today, still a very strong game for Steph. 22 points, 7 rebounds on 9 of 18 shooting. He made all 4 of his free throws as well. Dimitri Sarakis had 16 points, so another strong effort from the senior point guard. He was 7 of 14 from the floor, 2 of 5 from behind the arc. Frank Reale had 11 points. He was 3 of 9 from the floor, and all 3 of his makes were 3-point shots. Chris Edwards off the bench, the freshman, had 10 points and 6 rebounds to go along with 3 assists. So a great job by Chris Edwards. In less than 20 minutes, he had 10 points and 6 rebounds. So another viable option for Coach Cocazello, and Chris Edwards had 2 really good games in a row. Coven Minor had 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting. He also had 11 rebounds, so Coven Minor a near double-double himself. Matt McQuillan had 7 points on 2 of 4 shooting. He was 1 of 2 from downtown. Sebastian Ethert, who I thought had a decent game, in 25 minutes he had 5 points, but he had 10 assists and 7 rebounds. So Sebastian Ethert starting to get it in gear a little bit in his senior season. A little late to the party, but hopefully he enjoys his senior season at that party. Finally for St. Joseph's, Joe Sheehan came off the bench at the end of the game and was 1 of 1 on that fast break layup. 29 of 72 for St. Joe's, 40.3% from the floor. They were 7 of 20 from behind the three-point arc, even 35%, and they were 15 of 20 from the charity stripe. 31 to 10 in fast break points. That was a big number this game. St. Joe's ahead of City College, 31 to 10 in fast break points. They also their bench also outscored the Beavers 19 to 11. So again, our next broadcast will be next Tuesday here at the Hill Center, doubleheader, women at 5, men at 7 against Skyline Conference foe, Yeshiva University. That should be a really good one. Actually, both of those games should be great. And as I say goodbye today, again, I always appreciate you tuning in. I am Michael Kerr, and I will be bringing you most of the action throughout the season here at the Hill Center. So again, a long break after next Tuesday for the men, and make sure you're tuning in and keeping track of the schedule as they hit the road for the most part for the next month or so. Again, I'm Michael Kerr, and we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you're here Tuesday. Good night from Brooklyn.